In your conversation with President Putin, did you discuss what responsibility Russia will have for any kind of reconstruction of Ukraine post an agreement?
I did. They're going to be helping. Russia's going to be helping. Russia wants to see Ukraine succeed. Once, it sounds a little strange, but I was explaining to the president, President Putin was very generous in his feeling toward Ukraine succeeding, including supplying energy, electricity, and other things at very low prices.
What are the thorniest issues still unresolved after the death?
Well, I think the land you're talking about, some of that land has been taken. Some of that land is maybe up for grabs, but it may be taken over the next period of a number of months. And you're better off making a deal now. Look, let me tell you, they have been very brave. They fought very hard and continue to fight very hard and do tremendous damage. But Russia would like to see it end, and Ukraine would like to see it. And I think it's time to end.
Press, thank you.
We have to make it. The media has never seen this room. It's very conducive to things. I think you could sit outside and have some food. Would you like to have food, or do you consider that a bribe? And therefore you cannot write honestly, or therefore you have to write a bad story. Like, would you like something to eat at this time? Yes or no? You can speak.
Yes, sir.
Yes? Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Margot,
Yes, sir.
take him outside, tell the chef, serve him a little lunch. Okay?
Thank you, press. Thank you, press. Thank you, press.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, press.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, press.
That should guarantee good stories, but it won't. I don't know. Was it a good lunch? He walked in, he said, this place is gorgeous. I don't think he wants to go to the White House anymore. That's the problem.
I'm ready to go to the White House.
The White House is a very special place.
Thank you, Mr. President.
The stupid president, 350. If you didn't have our military, I really believe we're probably, Mr. President, by far closer than ever before with both parties. We had some times when he was close and President Putin wasn't. Then when President Putin was close and he wasn't. You saw that in the White House. Both want to see it happen. And it was an honor to have you at Marorago and have lunch. I hope you enjoyed the food. Gotta make a deal. Gotta get it done. Too many people dying. Somebody would say 95%. I don't know what percent, but we have made a lot of progress on ending that war, which is really certainly the most deadly war since World War II.
And we have great achievements. 20-point peace plan, 90% agreed, and U.S.-Ukraine security guarantees, 100% agreed. U.S.-Europe-Ukraine security guarantees, almost agreed. Military dimension, 100% agreed.
I don't like to say percentages. I just think we're doing very well. This is not a one-day process deal. This is very complicated stuff. But I think when the president says 95, I think, could be close to 95%. People enjoy the food, I can tell you that. You're big, strong people.
We are receiving some mixed signals coming from Moscow, even after this talk.
Well, what was the issue? You have to tell me. What did they say?
They are telling that Ukraine has to give up Donbas. Just very recent statement coming out.
Well, that's what they've been asking for, and there's a dispute about that. So they're going to have to iron that out. That's an issue they have to iron out.
Certain things we can control. So thank you and welcome. That's central and fundamental. Have you agreed on the so-called free trade zone on Donbas? How to separate the sides? How to make the separation line? Who will be responsible?
The word agreed is too strong. I would say not agreed, but we're getting closer to an agreement on that, and that's a big issue. Certainly, that's one of the big issues, and I think we're closer than we were probably.
How long do you think it'll take to get this last little bit, as you say, finished? What are we talking
So
about?
if it went really well, maybe a few weeks, and if it went poorly longer, and if it went really poorly, it's not going to happen. That would be a shame. In a few weeks we will know one way or the other, I think. But if it went really well, but it could also go poorly. I mean, we could have something where one item that you're not thinking about as a big item breaks it up. Look, Russia wants to see Ukraine succeed. Once it sounds a little strange, but I was explaining to the president, Russia wants to see Ukraine succeed. Once it sounds, this very complicated stuff, but I think when the president says no.
I know you sound an optimistic note here, but what happens in a few weeks if things sputter? What are you prepared to do?
They keep fighting, and they keep dying. He doesn't want it to happen. President Putin doesn't want it to happen either.
You, in the past, have suggested a trilateral meeting between both President Putin and Zelensky. Is
right.
that something that is also on the docket?
I see that happening, sure, at the right time. I saw a very interesting President Putin today. I mean, he wants to see it happen. He wants to see it. He told me very strongly. I believe him.
Like for the plan, or we cannot use referendum.
Did Russia agree, or did Putin agree to a ceasefire to allow a referendum?
Not a ceasefire, fighting, and to stop, and then if they have to start again, which is a possibility. He doesn't want to be in that position. I understand that position. The president feels strongly about that or something, but I think we're finding ways that we can get around that. But I understand President Putin from that standpoint. You know, you have to understand the other side.
Do you anticipate going to Ukraine if you can get to an agreement?
I have no problem with doing it. You know, I have no problem with doing it. We don't anticipate it, not necessarily have to go. I've offered to go and speak to their parliament. And, you know, if that would help, I don't know if that would help. I think it would probably help, but I don't even know if that's...
You're welcome.
Yeah, no, I know.
Always.
So I'm not sure that it would be really necessary, but if it would help save 25,000 lives a month or whatever it may be, I would certainly be willing to do that.